have in my hand the Slim fixed TV wall bracket with tilt. It supports TVs from 26 all the way up to 55 inches, and it's available with free delivery directly from freetv.ie. So it's obviously designed for flat screen TVs. You can see the box that comes in here and an overall demonstration of how it looks hanging on the wall. So fundamentally the brackets are made up of two component parts. The first thing is this bracket here will actually go directly onto the wall. You mount it on the wall, use a spirit level, something like that to get it square, and then you use, I'll just pull it up here now, these 4 plugs and screws to bolt it on. Okay, so that's the first thing. So then you have your bracket bolted on the wall nice and solidly. The next thing is to get these brackets here and actually attach them directly onto the television, right? And once you have them attached onto the back of the television, you're saying, well, how will I do it? What it'll be based on is all televisions work off a thing called a VESA standard, okay? So smaller televisions will have maybe a VESA standard of 100 millimeters by 100 millimeters. So it's the small holes that are in the back of the television. They'll be on a fixed thread, and what you do is you just simply screw it in, you hold the bracket on, and the television mounts directly on. So this one here, because of its design in this way and the lengthways, can support the VESA 100, VESA 200, VESA 300, and indeed VESA 400 as well. Okay, so a pretty comprehensive range. So they literally work with every television that's on the market inside the 26 to 55 inch range. So if we can manage the bracket on the wall, what we do then is we just get these brackets here, we drop it directly on, okay? So we get the first one, and we get the second one, and as you can imagine here, that these two brackets here are already bolted onto the back of the television. So if we physically lift the television into position here, it drops on quite securely. And then if we actually go and want to tilt it, I'm just going to do this in a single bracket. I'll just show from the side profile. We can see here that we have an angle, so we can tilt it about 10 degrees up or down, okay? So that's the overall angle that it can be made with, and we have spacers here. So there's 3 sets of 4 bolts, and the idea of these is depending on the VESA standard, you might have different size screws on the back of the television, so it's covering it. And the other thing here is we have 2 screws, one that is screwed in directly here already, but basically the idea of this is that once we put it onto the base of the television, we don't want someone to be able to apply an upward force and push the television over. So what we have is we put this screw in here, has a little Phillips head on it. We drop it into the correct position, and then we use a Phillips screwdriver from underneath to screw it in and actually lock this into a fixed position. So it means it can't go up and it can't slide directly off the end, although it would be stopped from sliding off the end by these guards that are on the end. I'll just show this again here, sorry. If I try to slide it off, it actually caught in the guards there, okay? So the idea then is it just locks in tight, and with the screw locked in tight, it won't be able to lift off. So it's a pretty straightforward design. The assembly time on it's pretty limited. If you're not good at DIY, or you maybe get another tradesperson to put it up for you there, but fundamentally you have everything you need with it here. The one thing is, like, these things here would be fine for brick wall probably, but if you're using a stud wall, you maybe want to use something else that'll capture it there. We have some of our products on the website designed specifically for that. We're trying to list them as associated products with it. So that's it anyway, an overview of the Slim TV wall bracket with tilt, supporting TVs from 26 all the way up to 55 inches.